What is up? Good afternoon. No, good evening, guys. Y'all ready for another great show? We've got a great set of guests lined up. I can't wait to do this. So let's do it right now. Here we go. 3-minute countdown.
I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
I'm Danny Regan with Hell Yeah Barbecue. You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
It's the what?
So Smoking Gooder Show.
It is the So Smoking Gooder Show. All right. Are you ready? Yep. You can handle this? There we go. 3.
I'm First Class Barbecue Robert Smith, and you're watching the So Smoker Gooder Show.
You said it wrong, dummy. Do it again.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
One more time.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
Absolutely. We've got a great set of guests lined up tonight. What is up, Gooder Gang? It is Wednesday, a little after 8 o'clock on June the 28th. I cannot believe it. We are halfway through the year, which is amazing. The IBCA points chase has just wound down, so we'll be talking a little bit about that as well. We've got lots. We've got a great set of lineup. But before we do any of all that, you know, I got to give a shout out to the Gooder Gang, which I will do in just a moment. But let me introduce myself. My name is Rob Arocha, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn headquarters in Cypress, Texas. You guys are tuned in to the So Smoking Gooder Show, and I appreciate that. A lot of you guys are checking us out on Facebook. Some of you guys are checking us out on YouTube. Already got 43,000 in, and we just starting 5 minutes in. I love it. I love it. And some of you guys are checking in on Twitch, which is just awesome as well. We've got a great show for you lined up tonight. We've got Mr. Robert Smith. Yes, y'all know Robert Smith, Mr. Put It in the Box. He has not made an appearance here. I'm looking at him laughing right now. He has not made an appearance here since that great episode of the Put It in the Box, and man, has that taken off a little bit. I love that. We've got Stacy Brenneman from Bighorn Cookers. He is also in the house tonight. And then we've got a first-time Grand Champion, and that is Mr. Willy Richards from KNR Pipeline Services. We might have Willie. Now, we will have Willie. He is He is a little indisposed at the moment, so he's not in yet. I just got off the phone with him. We're going to see from Willy a little later in the show, but it might be not immediately. But that's fine. We've got plenty to talk about, including, like I touched on, the IBCA points chase has just came to a close. We're going to have the, of course, we're going to do the Rate My Box segment. So if you guys want to start sending some of those in, I already got some like as early as like 8 o'clock this morning. Got to work and I saw a couple already in my inbox. So if you want to do the Rate My Box and you want us to judge or, you know, give you some constructive criticism, send them to my personal Facebook page, Rob Arocha. It's so much easier for me to do that, put them up and get them on. But let me tell you something, guys. Please, 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 only send one picture. We're getting an influx of pictures, and I love that. I think it's great. A lot of interaction with the show. But pick your one that you really want judged and rated, and hopefully we'll get that one on. And again, send it to Rob Arocha. Don't send me 3 or 4. I would love, I love that you guys are doing it. But yes, thank you. Ty's happy about that as well. We're going to have, so just send me your favorite one, and we'll get that Rate My Box segment up for sure. It is Power Rankings Week, people. Yes, that is always a hot topic on the show. We've got Power Rankings tonight as well. We got the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. We've got the Briscoe Ranch cook-off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. We've got a jam-packed show. And next week is our 6th year anniversary. So we'll touch on that as well. This is the final week for our wonderful sponsors. And let me give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. And I'm going to put that sponsor roll up right there. And we're talking about Rec Tech. You guys know I love me some Rec Tech pellet smokers. Did that go away? That went away. Let me find the actual deal. There it is right there. We got Rec Tech. Of course, we got Cosmo. Y'all saw Cosmo in the opening right there. 61,000. Man, I love you guys. This is awesome. We got the Briscoe Ranch cook-off at the Crossroads, December 8th. And 9th of 2023. Make sure you make plans to go to that. Of course, we got Texas Oil Dust. This is an older one because Texas Oil Dust sent me a new logo. Mr. Aaron Leslie. You guys know about all of his wonderful sauce. He's got that Brandon oil. He's got all of his rubs, and he's got some injections and brines. You can check those out at texasoildust.com or at the barbecue store in Hempstead. Hashtag where you go to win. You can check all of those products out, including LC Barbecue, including Texas Original Charcoal, Texas Pepper Jelly. All of these products you can find at the barbecue store in Hempstead. Hashtag where you go to win. And I touched on Texas Pepper Jelly. I think you can find all those in HEB still. Yes, absolutely. Craig's doing well with that. Texas Original Charcoal. I just got off the phone with Joey. He is a wild man traveling all across the United States. He just got out of Kansas City. If you guys have not tried this amazing charcoal, make sure you get your hands on that. I will be in, where am I going to be this weekend? I'll be in Seguin. You can hit me up. I'll have a couple of bags on me as well. Summer Moreno, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. I don't know if she's with Texas Farm Bureau anymore, but Summer Moreno Insurance, you can hit her up. Of course, we got Tom and Bell, big supporters of the show at Clark Compression and Components. I want to thank all of these sponsors. The Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, that's coming up. That's going to be a KCBS event. I touched on LC Barbecue. You guys know about one of the hottest guys out in barbecue right now, Mr. Philip Breeden. A lot of guys are using that product. You can find those in every trailer across the parking lot, that's for sure. And of course, my day one B1, and that is Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. Thank you guys so much for supporting this show for 22 and 23. As you guys wonder, why do you do it halfway through the year? And that's because it's when we started. We started in July the 7th of 17, and that's when we started having some sponsors. And so we do that. That's our fiscal year, I guess you would call it. So we're going to be rolling out some new sponsors. Some of those guys will be familiar faces coming in for 23, 24, but we will also have a lot of new faces out here, and I'm excited to bring those out next week on the show when we celebrate our 6th year anniversary. And I'll just put this out here for now before I get Robert on. But 6th year anniversary show is coming up. And look who's coming back, baby, for the show. We got Mr. Case Hahn. The band is back together. I'm trying to reach out to Jay Bird. Maybe we get Jay Bird on the show. When we first started this thing back in 17, Case Hahn, obviously my show partner for a number of years. He just left me in February, but Jay Bird was also a big part of this show. So next week, Wednesday, July the 5th, right after July the 4th, obviously, we will be here at 8 o'clock, and we'll have our 6th-year anniversary show, and we'll have some special guests hopefully come in and chime in from those days. I rolled out a cool video from like our 5th show, and a young Phil Breeden and Robert Ramirez were on that show. You can check that out on our page right now. Right now is out there right now. All right, enough of there's Case right there. Sexiness, hashtag sexiness. Yes, Case Hahn will be back on the show next week. Excited to have Case back. It's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. All right, enough of me and enough of this show. Let's get to our 71,000 Case. Look at this. Look at this thing. Still growing. I love it. I love it. Let's bring the first guest, the co-host of the evening. We are talking about the guy who's been traveling all across the country. You guys, you know him very well. He's a top cook in Texas. He's been doing it for a number of years and continues to do it. Is he a Texas legend? Robert, are you a Texas legend?
I'm not sure. I hope not, because I figure legends all die on you.
No, that's not. We rolled out a Texas legend show. I feel you qualify for a Texas legend. Hashtag unblock Case. Yes, Case is coming back, baby. Yes, he was coming back. You know what I forgot to do, Robert, before you come on? So you're going to get to do this with me.
What's that?
I got to give a shout out to the Gooder Gang, the best gang out there in barbecue, and that is the Gooder Gang right now. Let's see who was first up real quick before I get deep into this thing. I forgot. I always do this. Daddy Dutch back in the top spot. Kent is here. Carlos Calzada, my man, is here. We've got who else did I see here? Johnny Maggs checking in from the East Coast. Christian Contreras, what's up, Gooder Gang? We got Madwood, what is going on? Who else we got, Ty? We've got Louis Gonzalez, and my first now, no, you are not. We got Trey's Barbecue. Albert, what's up? How are you? Serge, my man, checking in. I guess you're second. I don't know. Judge Webb checking in from YouTube. How are you? Taz from Twitch. That's Adam. How are you, buddy? Cesar Mahia, big win this past weekend, or was that last weekend? What's up, Chuck and Vanessa? How are you? Tom and Bell, hello. Bobby Delgado, what is up? Got to see him. Chris Webb, yes, what's up, man? Corby Simpkins checking in. There's Louie again. Who else we got? Trumpet Master, what is up, man? These guys are going. Chris Goodman, yes, you made it, my man. Judge Webb back again. Who else we got, Ty? Let's roll quickly here. Amy Wilson. Hello, sweetheart. You might hear your name later, Amy. Johnny Maggs again. Corby Simpkins. Aaron, what's up, bitches? There's Aaron Leslie. There's Aaron, Mr. Brownwater. Kim, that's a new name. What's up, Kim Morton? How are you? Trumpet Master. Case Hahn. I'm like the McRib. He's back. Yes, absolutely. Dustin Stanley. There he is. Welcome home, Robert. Justice for Louie. All right. Brad Aholenek. What's up, Brad? How are you, bub? Was that the WTH about? Is he a Texas legend? I don't know. Was that everybody, Ty? I think we're rolling through here. Let's get through here. All right. That wasn't everybody, but I see Anna's in the house. Ramiro, Randall Johnson, James Dodson, Mr. Phil Breeden, Mr. Play the Clip. All right, Phil. I'll give you the clip. I didn't play it at first. Normally you're asleep, Phil. What's going on here? What is going on? But this is one of my favorite clips, so I'll play it right now. Got to find it, though. Where's Phil's clip?
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Good Show.
That's a good one. Robert, do you like your clip, or do you need to redo it?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to redo it one day when I'm not drinking.
Well, I love it. People love it. The Gooder Gang loves it, so it's all good. All right, so you've been traveling, brother. Tell me about what's going on with the First Class Barbecue. We've all seen the wheels up. It seems like every Monday or Tuesday, your wheels up to another part of the country. You're cooking. I don't know what sanctioning bodies. Are they all KCBS? Are they all different?
No. So
you seem to tell us what's going on, brother. Thanks. Good night. He's out. Phil's done.
Yeah. So we left here. I left here day
Yes,
after Memorial Day, and left here day after Memorial Day. Went up to Kansas, and we had an event there for. We picked up a new sponsor there this year. We picked up New Holland, which is they're great sponsors, and
industrial
so
equipment, right?
correct. So we did the industrial side and the farming side, brother. So it was a great fit with us. So we had to fulfill our end of the bargain, and I had to go and do I think 8 events for them, and those 8 events took me up north. And so what I do is whenever when we do those events, I travel and I'll try and book those events close to a KCBS or just kind of close to some kind of event so that I can actually stay in the rhythm and stay cooking. Just because I'm not in Texas, that way I can stay in the groove
Right.
and still cook and have a good time and enjoy myself while I'm out on the road. So I was gone for I think it was right around 30 days.
Yeah.
And so we did a KCBS up in somewhere in Kansas. I don't remember, it was in Kansas somewhere, and we reserved that one. Went to the next one, and if you guys have ever heard of Franklin, Indiana has a double every year in June, and the first day we felt we were really good, turned in some great stuff. We finished 11th overall. The next day, turned in the exact same thing, and I think we were almost dead ass last.
That's the way it goes in them doubles, man. The doubles are crazy.
But
Can't explain
like I
it.
said, we we were up in Michigan, Indiana, went over to Virginia, went over to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and left there and came back to Arkansas and stopped by and seen my good buddies over at Sweet over at Lambert's place, and they had a kind of like it was a town kind of cook off, and he said, "Man," he said, "I want y'all to come cook." So we went over there and cooked, and we got it was just two proteins. So we did ribs and chicken, and we got a first place rib, and we got I think 7th or 8th in chicken. But man, it was fun.
Hey,
It was
why are you
yeah,
doing that to them locals over there? You and Lambert
because
showing up, rolling into their cook off.
the place paid $800.
What?
Yeah, it was a free entry.
All right. Your mic is going in and out, but I understood free entry and they paying out some money. So you went out there and you took it from them. I'm sure they weren't very happy. Do they know who you guys were?
Yeah, they knew. Yeah, we weren't. We were not welcome. We were not welcome at all.
They're rolling out with like old Smokies and little pits from Academy with a pop-up tent, and you're rolling in with your big ass New Holland rig, getting in there. Yeah, I'm sure they were like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And then they walked. I was like, "I recognize him from TV. This is a TV guy."
Yeah, it was like I said, it was one of those deals where if Lambert wouldn't have invited us to come, and then of course I was right down the road from one of my boys, Alan, with Boars Night Out, which you guys know
Mhm.
from White Lightning. So I said, man, I said, hey dude, I said it's a great cook off. There's about 35 teams here. It's a free entry fee, and I have actually have 4 pits. I said, you want to come cook too? So he came over there and cooked too. So we went 1 and 2.
Willy has made it on, so we'll get him on in a minute. Willy, if you can hear me, which I know you can, and you need to get home and do your thing, you still got some time. So, because I'm going to bring Stacy on to give you a little extra time, and so you can get settled in. Let me check in with you to see what's going on. How are you doing, buddy? You all right? You need some time to get home, don't you, before we get started, right?
Man, I'm over here 610 in Houston. It's going to take me an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home, bud.
All right.
So I'm just going to roll it from right here.
We'll relax and roll it, and then I'll get you on here in just a minute. All right.
All right, good. See you, bud.
Get you a little relax. There's Willy. Willy, he'll tell us what's going on with him, and it's not all good. But he is he's on his way home, so that's good. That's good news, and we'll get Willie on here in just a moment. What do you think about your boy Willie? We'll don't go too elaborate right here, but
Man,
I'm sure you're pretty proud of him, man.
man, I'm telling you, and that's one of the great things that I like about CBA and everything like this. That we were traveling, so we got to watch the awards, and whenever we were going to our awards up there, whenever they announced that he had just GC'd, and I'm gonna tell you one thing, that was just awesome. That dude's busted his ass, for probably 2 years, 3 years running with us, running up and down the highway with us. And he's always been the bridesmaid, always been the bridesmaid.
He's had
And,
like three or
actually
four
not even
third places. Yeah, 3 or 4 third places.
that's what I'm saying. Not even the bridesmaid. He's just been part of the entourage, So,
yeah,
this
he's
guy.
never had an RGC. He's had 3 or 4 third place finishes, and then for him to go out there and get his first GC, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Are you still with me?
That
There
was
he is.
Yeah. So,
All right,
like I said, yeah, it was it was pretty amazing, and
All right.
but yep.
Before we bring
good?
Stacy on, there's still some stuff that I want to talk to you about. I've been seeing some promos now. We're gonna be seeing you back. We can't. You already shared it. I mean, the Gooder gang knows what the hell. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about how we did or nothing, but you teased on your Facebook page that no one watches this show. There's only 80,000 people right now. 84,000 right now. No one's watching. No one's watching it. Thank you, Gooder gang. Thank you very much. This is awesome. But you teased something. You were going to be on another barbecue show coming up, and that's one of my favorite ones, the Barbecue Brawl on the Food Network, season 3, right? Season 3.
I think it's season 4, season 5. I'm not sure what's it is.
Okay, season 4, season 5, whatever. Barbecue Brawl on the Food Network. I did see you on there. I don't know. You were messing with some like tomatoes. I don't know what the hell you were doing over there.
Oh, it was it was. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. I left in January, and they sent me out to California.
No spoilers.
Yeah, sent me out to California, and man, I got to kick it around with Bobby Flay, and Amberell, and that was probably one of the coolest damn things I've ever done. It wasn't the smartest damn thing I'd ever done, but it was damn sure fun.
But it was cool. And they filmed in San Francisco. Was that San Fran?
We were just right outside of San Francisco, in a little place called Horseshoe Bay, and I got to meet some of the coolest chefs that I've ever had the privilege of meeting and actually cooking with. It wasn't, the cool thing is about what you guys don't understand. I guess probably that show, it leads you on to think that it's barbecue brawl. It's not barbecue. I mean, there's a little bit of barbecue because we're cooking with fire, but I'm telling you one goddamn thing. These guys are chefs. They get it on.
It's
like I said,
it's exciting. I'm excited for you.
Yes.
It's going to be a good time. And when does that air? When does that start coming up?
July, I think July the 11th. July the 11th
Okay.
It'll start, and then go from there, I think. But like I said, it was fun. It's there's we all enjoy going to the Jack, and we all going to Kansas City, but there's not a whole lot of people can say that they shared a fire with Bobby Flay.
That's pretty cool, man. How does there's a lot of guys, a lot of pit masters on here that would like to be, maybe one of their goals is to be on television. What do you recommend they do to find? How can they get found? How can they get discovered? What is something a key that you think helps you get on television?
For me, what I like to do is barbecue's fun. Barbecue is it's a great experience. It's something that that some of us have turned a hobby into basically a life. We all. I mean, I had a job before this, and had made lots of money and had lots of toys, and then decided to play with barbecue for the rest of my life. And
Decided to waste it all on barbecue.
just whoop, that's it.
There it goes.
And
this is what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Set yourself apart, and these
he's not on that show.
Set your goals out there, man. If that's the aspect that you want to do, if you want to be on TV, if you want to get out there and see the world, it's a lot of work. It definitely is a lot of work, and if you see something, go periodically to Food Network, and they'll have some lists on maybe they're doing a just a chef deal. It's just just because it says a chef doesn't mean that I don't want you to get hung up that you have to have go to school and do all that. There's some of the best chefs in the world. They never went to school. They kind of came up and did their thing and learned. But yeah, like I said, you can go on all the websites and everything like that. They'll make posts and they'll do all kinds of crazy stuff, and just try and set yourself apart, and enjoy life and enjoy barbecue. Man,
I hear a lot of stories. They find a lot of guys on social media. So if you're make sure you're just active, right? You don't have to be like crazy chefy like you mentioned, but just be active on there. Maybe they'll find you somehow.
Yeah, that's what this all started. Probably the past. It's before they pretty much had to stumble across you, but now on social media is such a big part of everything that we do, that if you're out there, if you're winning, if you're cooking barbecue, and man, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with everybody out there. If you just started barbecue and you won a grand champion and you've been cooking for a year, you're probably not going on TV. There's so many people that'll call me and they're like, man, I think I can do really good on TV. Well, yeah, but you need to get to cooking a little bit more. It's
have a little track record.
These things don't happen overnight. I've been doing this for 19 years.
There's Joey. What's up, Joey? Texas Original Charcoal.
Joey was actually out there. Joey was actually out there with us when we were doing some filming. So it was good. But man, I'm telling you, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy cooking barbecue. I enjoy seeing everybody and hanging out. And man, I enjoy. The biggest thing is I enjoy that we've got. Say the rookie group that we have coming in, of course, and I know, about every 5 or 6 years we'll see the barbecue industry basically turn over. 5 or 6 of them will stay, and about 25 or 30 of them will go. The guys that get rolled. We've got a great
flux right now. Yeah.
Yes, I mean the group that is coming in right now.
They're serious, bro. Serious.
Yes. They were not afraid to go take a class. They were not afraid to go and listen. And they're good. They're just a good group of guys that are coming in. And whenever I go to a cook-off now, it's you go in there knowing that you can probably get your butt whooped pretty quick.
Yeah.
There's no sure things anymore. We go spend a lot of damn money and we go to a cook-off, and you roll up with 30 teams, and there's probably 30 teams of GC that damn thing every day.
Awesome. Hey, Robert, this has been great, but we have other guests. You are the co-host. You ready to put your co-host hat on? All right. There it is. We haven't even talked about put it in the box or any of this stuff that you're now famous for on the show, and I love that. I'm going to bring Ty. gonna bring Ty on real quick, and I'm gonna bring Stacy on here because I've got to not restart, but I got to refresh my screen because I can't see any of the comments or anything like that. So I can't even bring Ty on. So y'all sit tight. I'm gonna refresh my screen. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Ty, why don't you come on and do your thing real quick? There he is, right there. I'm gonna refresh my screen.
All right.
My screen is locked. My whole thing is completely locked. So
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, hey Ty, why don't you bring Stacy on, and I'll be on in about 3 minutes, but you bring Stacy on. Robert, you're the co-host. Ask Stacy some questions. He's your buddy. It'll be better without me. I'll be back in just a second, guys. Y'all keep doing it. Go ahead. Bring all Stacy.
All right. Hey, Gooder gang, here we go. Stacy Brenneman.
Uh-oh.
Hey, your co-host hat was supposed to be your Coach Bobby hat.
Well, I figured I had to match, what he was doing.
Coach.
Hey, Dennis, Jay.
Not much. Just still at work.
Still at work. Tell Walter that it's
he's watching. You better watch it.
Oh shit! Tell Walter it's time to go home. Oh goodness! Hey, you had a good cook this weekend, or did you suck?
I didn't suck as bad as I did at Willy's crappy cook-off.
Really?
Yeah. I got 12. I got brisket cob. I changed everything.
You changed everything? What time did you light your fire?
I actually woke up at 6.
Dude, what?
Yeah, I got up at 6 and lit it. I went back to bed, but I did light it at 6.
Yeah, no wonder you didn't suck. So Stacy, if everybody doesn't know that you cook around Stacy, Stacy's the man that wakes up at 8:00 and puts his brisket on about 9, right?
It just depends. At Willy's cook-off, I put my brisket on about 10:30 because I went back in to take a nap and I forgot the brisket and left it sitting on top of my Traeger. So we had to, as Bobby would say, we had to mash on it a little bit.
Mash on it. Well, what do you think about old Willy getting his GC? Was he parked next to you?
Yeah, he was happy. And I don't want to tell everybody, but he might have started to cry just a little bit because he's a baby.
Did he? Did he tear up?
He did. He was really excited because he had won some. My kids calling him. He had won some backyard GCs, stuff like that. But I guess he had never won a sanctioned GC. And
has he? Has he ever won an RGC?
I don't. Rob was just saying not in CBA, and that's my problem. Like I'm the RGC third place kind of guy. Gun to your head, if you need a reserve, I got you. But I ain't winning that shit. No matter what, even when we have the best cook, I'm like, all right, I got this one, and then somebody comes in and like a couple years ago that watermelon fest, Roddy just comes out of nowhere and beats me by like a quarter of a point, I remember that. Everybody should cook at the watermelon fest because they have watermelon lemonade that you can mix with your vodka. It's fantastic.
Oh, what kind of vodka, Stacy?
Well, Texas Tail vodka.
Are we sponsored by Texas Tail?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Mix my homie.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
So, gentlemen, I got a question for you. So, I've seen. Hey, what's up, Mr. Smith? I've actually known you for 3 or 4 years now, from the cook-offs at the Tomball VFW.
Yes, sir.
One of the first things I noticed about you was your personality. So we're about probably, I'm thinking, the same age. And me being in marketing, this is what I think about with this sport for Texas barbecue. There's traditional people that are going to keep doing it to where they're kind of regional, staying in and around Houston, maybe travel a little bit to the big events. But then there's going to become a time where at some point this is going to be like the WWE, and there's
Yep.
two distinct personalities. And I don't know you very much, Stacy, but I've seen you a couple times. You two have different personalities than a lot of cooks on the circuit. Would you agree with that?
I
It
mean,
depends on.
we're kind of big goobers.
It depends on. Yeah, it depends on how much of that tail he's got in him.
But I'm telling you, this is so marketable for you guys to get sponsors for another TV show on all these food networks or whatever. I love the exposure. I love that business part of it. So that's what made me want to, hang out with Rob so I can learn that part of the business, because I'm telling you, there's something there. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. I love how the shows get bigger, the awards get, more exposure. I love seeing our award from the Tomball VFW on some of those national shows. That was amazing. Shout out to Tom and Del Clark for that.
Yeah. So whenever I was doing that event in Franklin, Indiana, that double, man, they got walk-up songs now. I was like, yeah, they ever.
And
So
I
now
remember talking to CBA from the beginning. I wanted y'all to have like big ass explosions and smoke and rock music. I wanted it loud as hell in the Tomball VFW. When you came to my place, I wanted you to know that you came somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're making it, so fun. That's why I get so excited. So, but anyway, Rob's back. I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you, Ty. See, I was not even stressing. I knew my man Ty had my back. What did I miss?
Hey,
I was having some technical issues.
He said something about the WWE. Kind of compares to that. Does that mean that Bobby's got to wear like those knee-high boots and a tangerine Speedo?
Man, I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Oh.
I forgot to mention to Robert, and I'm going to mention to Stacy real quick that since you were last on the show, Jared McCrory, did you do the Mount Rushmore, Robert, when you were on the show?
I have no idea what that is.
You don't. If you did, you don't even remember that show, do you?
Yeah. No. We don't. I'm pretty damn sure right now. The reason that we have so many people on here was probably checking in to see how fucked up I was. Has everything fell off yet? Or were they still hanging
No, we're still good. I appreciate the good
I'll
gang.
get Carissa to get me a couple of shots, and I'll get a cigarette.
Let's do it. We got time. This is a 2-hour show, by the way. No, but shout out to Jared McCrory from Barefoot Cookers. He came up with this. He said, "Man, I would love to hear who your guests feel are on their own Mount Rushmore. This is a barbecue Mount Rushmore, and everybody's is different. This is somebody's Mount Rushmore that people maybe that you look up to, that inspire you, that helped you along the way. However it may be, it's your 4 people that you want to put on this Mount Rushmore of barbecue, and they're all different. And you don't have to do it right now, but think about it, and later in the show we'll do that. And then we started doing this barbecue homie deal. And this is like, who's your homie, man? Who's that one guy that you can fucking trust and do whatever the hell you want to? And it's your barbecue homie. So you got your 4 on your Mount Rushmore, and you got your barbecue homie. Stacy, don't give anything away. And Stacy, we talked about it last weekend, but we're going to ask you the same question. And Willy, when Willy comes on, we'll ask Willy the same question. I wonder if Willy's doing all right. Willy, are you okay right now? Are you all right, Willy?
I'm sitting in the back listening to y'all talk shit, and I can't defend myself.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. So I will get you on in just a minute. I got to spend some time with Stacy, and then you're on.
Go ahead. Put me back in the backyard again. Thanks.
You're the guest of the show. Here we go. Stacy, I don't know what y'all talked about while I was gone. What were y'all touching on?
Barbecue shit.
All right. Well, did we talk about HLSR? Because Stacy had a good weekend at HLSR out there. Stacy, I know you got it. He did not cheat. He got a brisket call. He got a brisket call out there. Nobody gets booty hurt on answers. No one gets booty hurt on answers.
Who cares about their booties?
Stacy, talk about your big weekend at HLSR. I know it's a couple months back, but we haven't had you on the show since then. So how are things going?
Well, so myself and Brian Keene and James Torres and my papa Robert Vasquez. We all got together. Look, there's Brian holding the trophy from the Open, and he got so we just a little bit though. We got first in the Open, and then I cooked the brisket, and we got fifth in brisket. But you know, I got to give a shout out to James, because if you tell James Torres what time you're going to go to bed, well, just know that's what time you're going to bed. He's sitting there looking at me every 10 minutes. It's like, it's 8:53. You got 7 minutes. And I don't know if you know James, but he will make you. And so I just listened to him, and I went to the hotel room and went to bed. Everybody else was partying. I was trying to sleep in the hotel room, listening to boom, 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 all night long, trying to fall asleep. But
where did that brisket call rank in your your calls that you've ever had there? That's a pretty big one.
So one year I was actually cooking with Bobby, but the fellas that were at that Lonesome Dove, I helped them with a chicken. They got fifth. And then one year I got eighth. So I guess on my own, that was my best, best one. But somebody,
would you rank that number one walk you've had?
I don't know. No, I think 24th ribs at the Royal by myself was awesome. But then me and Bobby tied for 7th in pork at the Royal. That was pretty cool. We almost died, but
Carissa's got to mention Robert was first place brisket at HLSR for always able. But
don't you make me break out my buckle, Bobby.
You gotta watch it.
Oh yeah, didn't he steal a brisket? Somebody stole a brisket from each other. What was it?
He did. Look, no, not at all.
There it was. Speaking of that, Champions Barbecue Alliance, our season ends in the end of November, and
we got a long way.
I know, but we've got some big plans for the end of a year party, or the beginning of a year party. We're in January. It's going to be I don't know where. I can't let the cat out of the bag, but lots of cool venues are on the bucket list. Joey Machado is a big part of that, so it's good. Anna Bryce is back. What's up, Anna? All right, so Stacy, what is your before we get Willy on? What is your approach right now? What's your kind of your mindset on barbecue right now? Are you're just cooking whenever you want? What appeals to Stacy to go cook an event? If you're there, Robert.
I keep pointing at Rob. I'm going to come over here.
Wrong, Robert. Either way, you're pointing at a Robert. It don't matter.
No, I mean, obviously, like when Bobby goes, but we always have a good time. Honestly, like, I usually decide on like Monday or Tuesday. I'm not as bad as Bobby about deciding on Friday morning, but I just honestly, it's just whatever. Like I usually have no set plans, and that's my mom, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Kim.
Yeah.
I met
that's
your mom.
Stacy's mom. That's Stacy's mom.
Stacy's mom. Got it going on. No, I love Kim. Kim's great. I hopefully they invite me back, Kim. I had to skip last year, but maybe I'll be back for the big Bighorn cook-off at the Alvin Music Fest. That's a good one.
I like to go cook kind of where everybody's going. You know what I mean? Because if you try to go do the cherry picking stuff and you show up and get your ass kicked, and then look real bad. It's okay to get your ass kicked by everybody when they're good.
There you go. So you're just like, you just go wherever, hey, because I noticed you're not like full blown. I remember a couple, maybe a year or two ago, you were doing quite a bit with Robert. You guys were hammering it pretty hard. Right now, it's a treat to see Stacy at a contest. I really enjoy hanging out
this year, but I plan on doing more. Like, so I didn't do last summer. I took a little bit of time off, and then I did the smartest thing ever, which we should have done last year, and I probably wouldn't have taken that time off, but added a second air conditioner, a mini split to my cook trailer. Now it stays in the 50s.
Pretty solid.
And, yeah, so I'm all about cooking in the summer now because, well, it's cold in there.
Man, if you're cooking in the summer right now, you are a warrior. Or an idiot. One of the two. There's a fine line, and hey, I'm one of them. I'll be cooking my third one this summer, and it was. I remember thinking, hey, it's been kind of a mild, early May, late May. May was not hot at all. Early June was, and then all of a sudden, we went from like a nice spring, to just straight ass August in the summertime, and it's crazy. There's no in between, and hopefully we'll get a break here. Anyway, all right, let's bring Mr. Grand Champion on. This is why, this is something, it's a big deal. I think everybody remembers their first Grand Champion. I hope you guys do. I do. And it's, it's been a while. So especially when you've been trying to climb that mountain, maybe you've been a third place and then a third place.
A lot.
And then another third place. And then when you finally get over, we are stupid. Yes, we actually are. When you finally get over that hump and hit that first place brisket, and then you're doing it with your friends there, except Robert. Robert wasn't there with us. There's Lynn Foster. What's up, Lynn? And all y'all have trailers AC. Quit complaining. Okay, you don't. You don't. All right. Here we go. It was my fault. It was my fault, Jennifer. All right, let's bring him on right now. We're talking about Mr. Willy Richards from KNR Pipeline. You can't see him, but he's there. I promise you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Can y'all see me now?
We can see you now. Willy, you've been having a little difficulties tonight. What's going on? Do you want to share?
Hey, I thought he's not looking for a damn brisket.
What's that?
You want to share what's going on tonight, Willy?
Yeah, I kind of had a little. Somebody swiped a trailer from one of our locations, and I had to get on my GPS, and I tracked them down and got Harris County. They got a helicopter over there and about 7 or 8 units, and they got his ass. But I pulled it up on my GPS and it was a pain in the ass. So thieving bastards.
But they got him. That's awesome. That's a great story.
They got their ass.
That's a feel-good story, my man. That's amazing.
I have GPS on every piece of equipment that I own. All my trailers, all my equipment. We put GPS on everything, and it's you have that monthly cost, and I tell you what, it pays for itself in the long run. A lot of people don't want to make that monthly payment on GPS and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, you got that many assets out there. It's a good investment.
Well, I'm glad you were able to track them down, and with that GPS, Stacy doesn't realize it, but you stuck a GPS unit on him last weekend, and you know exactly where he is all the time.
Sleeping.
It's there.
Sleeping.
So he's always in his office. I'll just say that, always in his office.
Stacy, what do you want me to paint you? Stacy, what do you want me to paint you? You want me to paint you what?
A Tuscaloosa. You pay 163, you son of a bitch.
Oh shit!
My business and his shitty cook-off.
All right, so let's get some Willy questions in here, Mr. Willy. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna put you up top here because you are the man, the myth, the legend right now. How'd it feel? We've all, like I said, we've all been there. We've all been climbing. You've been cooking for a little while now, and for you to get your first, my barbecue homie Danny Regan, I was there for his first two, and he had always been, bridesmaid. I think he had 8 RGCs, but never a GC. You've had a few third places, not even a RGC. How did that feel? It had to be great, man.
Well, it was just another day, no big deal.
Just another day, my ass.
Is that why you cry every cook-off?
Oh God, no. So, hey, earlier I couldn't defend myself with y'all two when y'all were talking about me crying and tearing up. I just had to sit back here in the closet and just take it. So I did. I just took it, and I was like, okay, this is it. I'll just take this and I'll go on down the road. But now it's when you know what, everybody gives me shit about chasing these big cook-offs with everybody. I guess I kind of hit the first CBA year. I did about a half a year. Last year wasn't. I guess this is gonna be my full year of CBA. Last year was kind of a half a year for me on CBA, and this year is going to be the full year for me. So I'm gonna kind of see where I'm gonna land. I took about 3 months off. We had a lot of stuff going on at work and personal stuff, vacation, things like that. So I took that off, and I kind of I sat back and I thought about it, and I was, everything I've been cooking for the last, since the start of the year, the end of the last year. I just kind of, I was playing with it at the house, and I was trying some new stuff, and I really didn't change very much. I changed a few things, but wasn't drastically. But I left brisket alone. Ribs kind of run the same, maybe finished it a little bit different. Chicken, I just complete overhaul. Pork, maybe a little bit of finishing. Other than that, I mean, it just, taking a break from it for a little bit, it did help me. That cook there, it was, it was laid back, relaxed. I had a, 30 minutes before turn in, I had a little issue. Stacy remembers that one. But made it work. It worked on that. I worked it out and made it happen. But other than that, I mean, it was just a normal straight cook, just like every weekend. I didn't drink all of Rob's beer weekend. I stayed out of the beer. It was pretty nice. I mean, it was kind of laid back. It was so damn hot you couldn't really drink beer this weekend. You had to put water in your body. You're gonna fall out, because I mean, you're going from 108 degrees back into your trailer to 107 to 107 back to to 80, 60, 70 degrees. I mean, it was hard on your body all weekend. So
I was with you the whole weekend, but I don't know this 30-minute story. What Brian said, he shit his pants 30 minutes before turn-in. What's going on there? What are y'all doing? Y'all are making this weird.
No, so I put my bird on, and I'll go ahead and tell you, I put my bird on, and I had it rolling. I had my times and everything like that, and man, it was about 30 minutes before turn in, and my bird was sitting about 115 degrees.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
Yeah, that's right.
Stamp it. Yeah. Oh, I do remember you were like stressing about that. It was like 122 with 30 minutes left, and you. You.
But I mean, she ended up.
You got it in. Yeah, she got it in.
Yeah, she was soaking wet. I liked her. She had a good interior, and the exterior was good. I mean, I was pleased with it when I turned it in. I was a little nervous about it. I hadn't cooked in 3 months. The week before I ran that KNR one. You were a little bit rusty. I mean, you feel like you're not kind of on point. You don't have everything really together. And my trailer's been loaned out for the last 3 months, and man, I had crap thrown around that trailer and digging through stuff and trying to find stuff. And I had plenty of time. I wasn't rushing on anything. It was just, I just felt a little unorganized. You know what I mean? For not
we've cooked with before, and we all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, right, guys?
Bambi.
Always knew it was coming, and for you to get that,
y'all are so staticky. Can y'all hear me clear?
It's you. It's
Hold on.
So Willie hasn't seen the full video.
You upside down. There you go.
There you go. I was gonna play his video. Let me get back to a comment that I just saw here. Carissa said that I can't tell you how much I love these three guys. Carissa, there's 4 guys on the screen. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, Rob. I'm just saying, do I need to fucking talk to you guys about something?
No, I mean, who did she leave off? That's what I want.
That's what I need to. Hey, no, hey, I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to start talking about these pee-pee touching.
She left somebody off. I don't know who she left off, but let's get this back up here. Willie, what happened? Are you okay now? All right, Willie's. Can you hear us, Willie? You're mute. Are you muted? There. No, Willie.
Willie.
Free Willie. Somebody free Willie. Okay. All right. We'll get when Willie comes back. Robert, have you thought about the Mount Rushmore that we talked about? And Stacy, I'm going to give Robert a little more time before we talk about the Mount Rushmore of barbecue. But talk about y'all cook together, right? Y'all done some big events together.
Yeah.
You're part of each other's teams or things.
Yeah.
What are some of the major events that y'all done together while we get Willie back on here?
All of them. Me and Stacy. Yeah, me and Stacy. We've been to. I think the first. Willie's back. No, he's muted.
Roll up your window. Hold on. I think his microphone's outside.
Yeah.
Willie,
I think
we got to figure this out, Willie. We got to figure this out, bro. We will.
I think it was either the first or second time that I ever went to Kansas City, and Stacy.
Is that 2016?
I think so.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't great.
it was not at all. It was not that opening day.
Willie's microphone is like on the hood of his truck, apparently.
So
it's like we'll figure that out here in just a minute. Yeah, y'all done quite a few events together, right? All of the majors. Did you go to the Jack with him?
No, he didn't go to the Jack this year. I didn't go to the Jack this year. I went with Randy.
Right.
Yeah. I was a cheerleader.
You were a cheerleader.
I was a cheerleader.
All right. So while Willie's getting there, it is. Willie, are you back?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Look at Willie.
I had it up on I put it on the holder, and then I can't get the Bluetooth to come through now. It was something staticky. That's what the problem.
There it was, right there. It was the air conditioning. You had that AC on high, and it was right behind the speaker or the microphone. You're good to go. All right. So Willie's back. Willie, can you turn that side? No, I don't even want to ask him. Can he turn it sideways?
Yeah.
There he is. How close are you to home, Willie?
About an hour, maybe about an hour.
Oh shit! Okay, we're good.
I can see.
Is it too loud, guys? Is the road noise too loud?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, you're good.
We're good. We're good. All right, Willie. So what I was gonna do is you have not seen. What's up, Chris Schaefer? Chris Schaefer is gonna be on the show, July the 19th. We're gonna do a KCS
my man
with Chris Schaefer. We'll get him on here in just a minute. So guys, don't go anywhere.
He just put in his mouth.
He's just blowing his lip up and shit.
What?
He did.
What?
He leans
Oh, all right. I don't know what's going on here with Stacy. All right. Let's get the show back on the rails. All right. So we're going into hour number 2 here in just a minute. Later tonight, we still have our guys, Mount Rushmores. We still have their barbecue homies. We still have the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. We still got the bull printing, wraps, and graphics wrap-up recap. And then, guys, I guess I scared people from sending in some deal. I only have 4 boxes to show. I need about 4 more. So if you guys want to send in a box for us to rate on the hashtag #RateMyBox, do it now, and we'll get them on here. And then we also have the big power rankings later in the show. So lots still going on in the So Smoking Gooder show. We're about to enter hour number 2. But Willie, you have not seen the actual video from the event, have you? There it is right there. Hashtag #RateMyBox. So let's do the video that this is what happens when you win your first event after having a few thirds in a row. We're going to play this video right now. Here we go.
411. Who else is in the running?
And your brand champion is KNR.
Yeah, baby! First ever.
This is Willy's very first brand champion. All right, ladies all your.
How cool is that, guys? Y'all remember your first? That was Willy's first, and I was able to get that on camera. Willy, what do you think about that, brother?
Very emotional. Hey, can you play that TikTok, please?
I will try to play that's what screwed my deal up earlier. Was I was trying to play the TikTok. I have the TikTok.
Okay.
I will play it. If you guys have not seen the TikTok, it was good. It was good. Let me see if I can do this real quick.
No, you're good, bud.
Because the TikTok's better.
The TikTok's better.
Have you seen it, Robert?
Is that the one where you're waving?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just scrolling through, and I was like, "Whoa, what's that? What the shit?"
That's me. So Bear and Monkey have been just passing that around the living room all day.
It's good. It's got some views on it.
Was on point. So.
All right, people are giving you some love right here. Great job, Willy. All the good teams there. I'd cry too, Willy. But that was a hell of a feeling, says Brian Fox. So awesome, says Anna Bryce. It is cool. Willy, I mean, take us through that emotion, man, because it's kind of cool. A lot of guys have yet to have that first experience. But
well,
how was it?
I honestly thought I didn't make top 10 because we were sitting there and we were listening to all the top 10s. I mean, that
makes it better. That makes it better, by the way.
And I missed I always forget her name. Reggie Q's. What's her name?
Joyce.
What's her team? I didn't catch her team name.
Smoking Grit. Yeah, Joyce.
Smoking Grit. Yeah, I was going through and I was listening and I didn't hear that one. And so whenever I heard Bill being called, that's whenever I set my ass back down in my chair. I was like, all right, I'm done. And I didn't even make top 10. I bombed the crap out of pork or something. And because I didn't even hear it. But eventually, I guess she got called third place, and I didn't hear it. And I guess other people kind of caught on and already knew about it. My butt was just sitting there glued to my chair. I didn't realize it. So whenever it did happen, it really did. I mean, it was. I didn't cry, Stacy. I did not cry. But it was something else because we were missing. I was missing a few people there. I mean, Robert. Josh and stuff like that, our normal homies that are, chasing each other around all weekend. There's those guys. I mean, but the crowd that was there, the family that was there, it just made it better. And that's where I wanted to win my first GC is being around everybody, and not some, go somewhere else. And I've had like backyard GCs and stuff like that, but it's not the same. It's nowhere even near this. This is
no, you're right. You're right.
So especially to cook with those guys and that caliber guys, and I'm knocking on I guess year 2 here and really trying to getting into it this year. And I got into it last year. Just got into it half a year or so. But the CBA, I did the IBCA, then going into the CBA, and I don't mind cooking either one of them. They don't bother me at all. I like the group of guys that we cook with the CBA every weekend. It's a family deal. It's kind of like Brian. He goes out to we go down to the valley this weekend, and he never changes his tires. I think he goes and buys used tires somewhere before he goes somewhere. We leave the cook off, and I'm pumped. Can't wait to get home, man. I'm excited to show off my trophies and everything like that. Well, Willie spends another 3 or 4 hours, helping Brian out because he's lazy and he don't want to keep up with his shit.
Willie was trying to leave Saturday before awards. That would have been terrible
Rob.
had you done that.
Rob.
You were trying to leave Saturday before awards, and he winds up being one of the last ones to get home because of Brian Keene and his team. Hey, shout out to Brian Keene. He encouraged me to go to Discount Tire, and I got 2 new tires on my right side because they were neglected as well. But I got that done because I didn't want a double. I didn't want a double shot on the side of the road headed home from the cook-off. But here's the TikTok from that, and then we'll get to hour number 2 here in just a second. Here we go. The best is Bill Purvis with that little head bob. There he is. There's Big Bill right there. Shout out to Big Bill with the reserve grand champion.
That was a treat too. I mean, Bill, to stand up there with Bill Purvis. I enjoyed that.
That was awesome. All right, boys. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna drop all you guys down. You can get if Willy's driving. What?
No,
he's not.
What?
I pulled over.
Okay. Well, y'all go take a pee if you need to. If you need another drink, go ahead and do it. I know you, Stacy.
Hey, can you put us in a room by ourselves so where nobody can see us?
No,
we can talk.
I cannot do that. But we're gonna do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap, which you will be talking about, Willy, and then we'll bring both of you guys back in about 2 minutes. So y'all got about 2 minutes to do what you got to do, and then we'll bring all y'all back right now. Here we go. I'm gonna drop you down. We'll drop you down, Stacy. You too, and then Ty. What do you think about it so far, brother?
Man, these guys got personality.
They got a lot of personality. We were touching 80,000. It's great. I know it's hard to hear with everybody laughing and stuff, but hey, you guys on the Gooder Gang, I appreciate you guys. Stick around. We got a lot of show left. We got the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. We have the upcoming event segment. We got all of theirs Mount Rushmore and their hashtag barbecue homies. And then of course we got the power rankings still to go. And then we're going to preview the 6th year anniversary with Mr. Case Hahn coming back on the show. All right. Ty, you can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna bust out where is that right here? Here we go. Slides. We will do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap over in the Champions Barbecue Alliance, the South Texas Red, White, and Blue Fest. Grand champion was Renee Castro from RC Barbecue. The RGC was Cesar Mejia from Smoking and Toasting. Knew he won. That's RGC. Congratulations. And here we go. Battle of the Bay. Willy Richards. We're talking to you right now from KNR Pipeline. I spelled his name wrong. Sorry. And the RGC was Bill Purvis, but we got Willy I think I like that one. And of course, we got Big Bill. There's Big Bill right there. And we got Bill with this.
This is Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Boom.
Boom. There.
This is Bill Purvis with.
And then we got, let's go to the next slide. IBCA, the Bandera Riverfest. Grand champion was Jorge Flores. The second from SCM. I think it's CSM Cooking. And then we have the RGC, Mr. Kit Polk from Canned Heat. Yes, Kit's still hot on the scene.
This is Kit Polk with Canned Heat Barbecue. We're going to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Let's all drop in.
There he is. And over to the Big Dog Barbecue in Spur, Texas, we got the grand champion was Tony Valentine from the Outdoor Chef. And then RGC was Lupe Garcia from Popo's Barbecue and Smoke in the Pines Barbecue in Livingston. That was a big one. We had the grand champion Alan Ayers, Compassion's Fire and Smoke. And the RGC was Paul Flores from Nuttin' But Smoke Cookers. And over in the Lone Star and Outlaw, they didn't have their results up, so I didn't have that up there. So, all right, that was the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap, sponsored by Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, where you can go to get all of your wraps and your signage, whatever you need done. They're amazing over there. Contact Cheeto and Mary Mesquite. Sorry, I was distracted over here. And we're going to go to the, there it is. Thank you very much, Ty. The next slide will be the upcoming events segment sponsored by the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, December 8th and 9th, 2023. Make sure you have plans to attend that one. That's going to be a great one. The Champions Barbecue Alliance, this weekend, we've got 5 events in the CBA. Texas High Stakes. This is a state championship. It's going to be in Edinburgh, Texas. I hear the weather will be very nice down there. We have the SS American Memorial Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, part of the Texas Six-Pack. I think this is leg number 6 of the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation Texas Six-Pack. That's going to be in Seguin, Texas. And we got over in Pettis, we got the Pettis Stars and Stripes and Sizzle in Pettis, Texas. That is a state championship. Down in Freeport, it's the Freeport Lions Club Fishing Fiesta, a classic down in Freeport, Texas. That is also a Texas state championship. And over in Shiner, another classic. Man, we got some really classic cook-offs out here in the CBA this weekend. Shiner Half Moon Holidays. It's going to be in Shiner, Texas. So lots to choose from in the CBA. Over in the IBCA, we got one over in Fort Worth. It's the Freedom First Barbecue Cook-Off. That's coming up this weekend. And in Lone Star, we got the Star Spangled Barbecue in Big Lake, Texas. Outlaw, they won't have anything until July the 27th, 28th weekend. All right, so that's what's going on in the upcoming event segment. And I think it's time to bring the guests back on. We got Stacy. We got Robert. And we got Mr. Willy Richards. Willy. There you go, Willy. There you go, Willy. Let me bring you back up here. Willy, you heard your name mentioned as your first time to be on the show for the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. That's pretty cool.
Was it up there?
Yes, it was. And I played your.
Sorry, I was backstage.
I did not mean to do that. All right. There it was right there. Boom. All right. Willy wants private time. Yes, he does. There's Pfeiffer or Pepper, however you want to talk to him. I bought them from KNR. I guess he's talking about the tires. He bought them from KNR. All right. Are we getting the deets on Willy's first time? Yes, we are. That was Willy's first time. He likes to be held and all of that. All right. Man, a lot of cook-offs going to CBA down here. Absolutely. Brian Fox. Seguin Flyers say state qualifier. I didn't see an asterisk, but yeah, there's going to be plenty of teams, so it will be a qualifier. And then who else we got? Smoking and Toasting. All right, Alamo Fest. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Alamo Fest is Monday, July 3rd in Alamo, Texas. Thank you, Cesar, checking us in. Double fact checking us. I appreciate that. Watermelon Fest, July 3rd. Okay. Call the promoter to make sure. There you go. Always call the promoter to make sure because we try to be accurate, and most of the time we are, but I didn't see an asterisk. It probably is. Somebody want to chime in that may know? Dustin, is this weekend in SS Memorial a state championship? Seguin is a state. He's checking in. All right, there it is right there. Seguin is a state. So, yeah, another state championship in Seguin. All right, thank you guys.
The one down in Freeport's a state championship. If they can get some teams
I did say that. Yes, I did say that. Where are you going this weekend, Robert?
I will be in Sargent, Texas.
What's in Sargent?
So there's a cook-off down there that I've been trying to get to maybe swap over to CBA, and they usually have somewhere around 30, 35 teams. So I'm going down there and cooking a non-sanctioned cook-off this weekend.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. What's up, Tongue? Tongue's checking in. What's up, Tongue? All right. Tongue is a big chef in New Orleans. We're going to be doing the Hogs for Cause with him in New Orleans whenever that comes around next year. All right. So we've been talking about the Mount Rushmore of barbecue. Who wants to go first?
So is this like porn stars, or what are we doing? Is this
Stacy wants to go first.
So
this is people that have inspired you, maybe helped you along the way, people you maybe look up to. Who are you going to put on your top 4?
Okay, well, I got to redo my list.
All right, I'll go to you last. Stacy, you've already thought about this. Who is on your Mount Rushmore of barbecue, Mr. Stacy Brenneman?
You asked me a couple of weekends ago, and I got to think about it, and I changed it up. Only one state that said maybe. Bobby is definitely one of them.
Robert Smith is on your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, and he taught me a lot. We've hung out a lot together. And Mark Lambert, I believe, as far as like what I believe the best cook is, I'm going Mark Lambert as number one. And then, I know there's more successful cooks out there for all time or whatever, but Phil and Fred make out my top four.
All right, so we mentioned Robert Smith, First Class Barbecue. He mentioned Mark Lambert from Sweet Swine of Mine. And he's got Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue and Fred Robles from Rio Valley Meats. That is on Stacy Brenneman's Mount Rushmore. That is a fine Mount Rushmore, sir. I like that.
Mark Lambert.
Mark Lambert.
Shit ass.
And Mark Lambert calls Bobby shit ass, and that's my favorite thing ever.
All right, so we will hold off on the barbecue homie question for just a minute, but Willie Richards, you're up, my man. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of barbecue, sir?
I hadn't been around the game long enough to have really relationships.
This is what makes this thing so interesting. Like Robert's been around for a long, long time. Stacy as well. You have not. So everybody's Mount Rushmore is different. Like maybe when you came in the game, maybe somebody helped you along the way. So
yeah, it's more. I mean, you have your buddy list, and my Mount Rushmore. I mean, I look at Robert. I've known Robert for 10 years, maybe
10 years.
Is that about right? I've known Robert for a while before. I mean, I knew he cooked. I didn't know anything. I really wasn't in that scene on that part of it. But it was just more of just a friendship that we had then, and kind of developed into, whatever. I guess about 3 years ago, we kind of got back in touch. I ran into him at my hometown where my parents live in Schulenburg a couple of times where he cooked that event, just going visiting with him. And then whenever I kind of got back into cooking, he was one of the go-to guys, just questions, and he's always been very open with everything, and I've always really appreciated that. He's taught me a lot. He's a whole lot, and Robert, I'll tell everybody, I really appreciate everything that Robert's done for me in cooking. I've learned a lot from him.
Make me cry.
And it's
don't cry.
It's one of those. It's other than that, I mean, I have my buddies after that, and somebody that I put on the top of my list for cooking is my wife. She's
nice.
She's the one that she allows me to do. I wouldn't say allows me to do this, but she's my rock. She's everything to me, and she pushes me to do everything. And I appreciate it. And if I go down that list, I just don't know enough people in barbecue. I mean, you talk about Mark Lambert. I've met the guy, I know who he is, and I've talked with him sometimes. But I mean, any of those, those older guys have been in the business for a long time. Besides Robert, I don't know him. I don't have a relationship with him. I really don't get much out of him. I mean, even like Stacy. I mean, cooking around Stacy, cooking around you, Rob. We all kind of feed off each other. I pick up things from y'all every time we're kind of out and doing stuff, and I like sharing everything that I learn with younger cooks. And I wouldn't say younger cooks. I mean, I might be older than they are. That's the only thing I'd call them a younger cook, because I'm a new cook myself. But all the guys, it's more of a buddy system. I mean, going to cook with you, Rob, it's a blast. Yep. I mean, we'll park next to each other time. Josh, same damn way. I'll park with Josh every time. He's a great Army turd. I don't think too much of the Army, but he is a turd. But I mean, it's my Mount Rushmores. I mean, it's more of a friendship, except for a couple of people in there. But I don't have enough. I don't have enough in the game right now to really have somebody.
You've mentioned two, Robert and your wife. You ain't got two more you want to put up there yet.
Yeah, that's just where I'm at with that one. So I mean, it's one of those, and then you get people like, I mean, even like Steve-O. I mean, I love Steve-O to death. I mean, he's helped me along the way a lot too. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, he kind of took me in there also. I mean, but it was Steve-O is one of those that, he'll help me in every way I can. And it's just kind of like me. I'll help. Doesn't make a shit who it is. If the guy's next to me, he's gonna whip my ass that day, and I give him all the secrets and everything that I know, and he whips my ass, so be it. I mean, next week I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna beat his ass with something. So it's kind of like Robert. I mean, Robert whipped my ass, but I might beat him in one thing, and I'll feel good about it. But he'll go home knowing I whipped his ass in brisket that day. So,
jackass.
But I can score. I
I don't think I've ever scored a 163 in a brisket though. So
Shots fired. All right. We got Robert Smith. You're up for your Mount Rushmore. This is gonna be interesting here. I'm excited to hear.
Don't say Carissa either. She can't cook.
Yeah, Willy just all the wives are like, see, Willy mentioned the wives, and everybody before now they're gonna.
We're
have
screwed from here on out.
There's gonna be arguments tonight from the wives that say you didn't mention me. Willy did. Willy.
I'm screwed from the start. So, but like I said, I've been around this for a long time. Stacy's mom's got it going on.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Y'all settle down. Robert, let's hear. This is interesting. People want it. Peeps want to know. We got 65,000 still watching an hour and a half in. Let's go.
Yeah. Are you guys ready? So, if you guys have been around the industry for a long time, phone call with whenever I started this about 18 years ago was a gentleman named Mike Mills. Him and Mike closed. He closed down the restaurant that evening and picked up the phone and he called me. I went to the local bookstore and picked up a book, and it was his book. And it was just an honor to see somebody, and hear from him and to kind of point me in the right direction of cooking barbecue. Mike, Tim up there with Blues Hog, I ran against him. Hell, we all ran against him, cooking world food, or anytime you went to KCBS and you knew you were going to get your ass kicked. He was the only person that I know that whenever we were at the American Roll, didn't get a walk, didn't get a call, and GC'd it. And he's always got my back, and he's damn sure helped me, a ton. And Chris Schaefer's probably one of whenever I started running KCBS's a while back, I could pick up the phone and call Chris, and he'll say, hey, run the black label, run the white label, or just don't go. Just avoid that. Just don't go. Phil, man, there's nothing that you can say about Phil. Phil, you can't beat Phil unless you've got a baseball bat. Me and him, we've hunted together. I can pick up the phone and me and Phil can sit there and talk about it for an hour or two, about what we can change and how we can change the game altogether for the entire industry. Me and him get our heads together, and we can change everything. We can change the game. And then I had a gentleman that you guys probably don't know, but
you got Phil crying in Bandera. He's probably crying right now. He said love you, but I know he meant love you. There it is, right there.
Yeah, and there's a gentleman named Brad. He was a good friend of the family. We called him Peyton, and he taught me how to cook out of a damn bathtub, believe it or not. And that would have to be my top five that that have always that I could pick up the phone and call and shoot some recipes across the board, across the bow, and we can go back and forth and basically get it on. That would be them.
So Brad is somebody who's inspired you and got you going early on. Phil's helped you along the way. Chris Schaefer is a great one, and then Mike Mills, legend right there. 17th Street Barbecue, as Carissa mentioned as well. Been on a lot of the shows out there as well. All right, well those are some good, except for Willy. He only gave us 2, but those are good.
Leave Willy alone.
Those are some good Mount Rushmores right there for sure. And there it is right there. So you guys are. So now we get into the little controversial deal. Willie, barbecue homie. Who's your barbecue homie, Willie? This is somebody that there's no explanation needed. But who is your barbecue homie?
Really, I got to name one.
Yep.
That sucks.
One. Really? I mean, at any weekend.
Oh,
Mine's easy.
For
I mean,
Stacy,
if it's
easy.
Don't mention if it's a weekend, I mean, I would say if I had to name one, I'd go anywhere, and it's kind of like with we cook more than anything. It's Josh. I mean, because most of 90% of the time, Josh is there, I'm there. So,
Josh Hale,
Rob,
Sure Shot Barbecue.
Yes, Josh. I mean, I'm sorry. There's multiple. I mean, there's a bunch of them in there. I mean, there's this family.
He just wants Josh there in case something breaks on his damn trailer.
No, not really. But I mean, he's good to call, though. I'll tell you that. He's good to call.
Josh has everything. If Josh is watching, I still have a rubber mallet he loaned me in Wharton that I need to get to him this weekend in Seguin. Robert Smith, barbecue homie.
Okay, hold on. Let me back that up.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit. You can't
Sorry.
backtrack.
I'm not backing it up, but I'm just the friendships that we've created on the road. I mean, it's just kind of like Brian this weekend. I mean, I know shit about Brian, since I guess last year, December. I didn't know him from Adam to Eve. I mean, even like Stacy. I mean, I'll go anywhere with Stacy. I'll go anywhere with Rob. I'll go anywhere with you, Rob. I mean, I have multiple. I mean, that's what's nice about it. We can all split up and all go different directions, but there's just so many of them out there. There's lots of great guys in this barbecue, and it's a family. And I feel like it's a family just like it was in the Marine Corps. I have a family here in barbecue. I had a family in the Marine Corps. I had a family in fire department. You have family, and they'll do anything for you, and you'll do anything for them. That's the family, and that's why I say it's more than one, because it takes more than one to have homies. I mean, you can't just have one homie. You've got a lot of them. The bigger your family is, the better off you are.
Josh is
I'm going to shut up.
Stacy.
Robert, go ahead.
Josh said you're okay for being a Marine. And you mentioned Josh as your barbecue homie. All right, Robert Smith. You can mention multiple, but who's the number one? Who's the barbecue homie?
Randy, Scotty, Stacy, Josh, and Willie. I beat you.
All right, Randy. Randy's it. Randy's it. Stacy, who's your barbecue homie?
It's kind of hard to have one.
I didn't. I had a whole bunch right there. I just said it all in one sentence.
Mine's easy because the first cook-off I ever did, that guy up there didn't even know me. Like, here, take my $20,000 barbecue trailer and go use it. I don't even know if you're gonna bring it back. Just take it. And that's pretty simple. But James Torres and Scotty Too Hottie and William, Rob. I mean,
Thank you. Ryan mentions Guido. Did we not recognize his name?
Hey, Guido. Oh, I don't. That's not a name that I have to bring up.
All right, Brian King just broke up with you.
Guido. No.
All right.
Yeah, don't fuck with Guido. Guido's an automatic.
There it was. All right, so we've done the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. We've had the upcoming event segment sponsored by the Frisco Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. We've talked to Robert with his Mount Rushmore. We've done Willie and his Mount Rushmore, Stacy in his Mount Rushmore. We've all mentioned our barbecue homies. It's been a great show so far right now. I think we have a couple orders of business to do. What? Yes.
Where's everybody? Where is Willie cooking this week?
Yeah, Willie.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I have no idea.
Oh no, bullshit. You seen that little kid on?
I really don't.
You see that little kid on?
You sound like that kid on TikTok. Bullshit.
On TikTok. Bullshit. Where are you?
I really don't know yet. I haven't picked up my meat. We had a emergency project this week, and I got back about 3 o'clock. I got done about 4 o'clock in the morning, turned the guys loose, and I haven't got any meets this week. I'm way behind. And then I had this crap happen today. I was going to go this afternoon and get all my meats, and I don't have a lick of meat. You know, talking about prepping on Mondays? Yeah, we didn't prep shit on Monday. So.
All right, so we got some Rate My Boxes. Here we go. Ooh, I like this one. This is
Rate My Box.
there. So what y'all do y'all know about the Rate My Box? None of y'all have been on since we started doing this.
What did he say? Rate my box?
Rate my box.
That's exactly. Did y'all hear him?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Why y'all gotta make it weird? It's a hashtag.
Put it
Hey,
in the
Robert,
box.
Yes.
Hey Robert, we
You
haven't
know,
really
rate my
talked
box,
about
put it in the box.
we haven't really talked about that, but last time you were on the show, it was an eventful show. We had a great time. It was Phil Breeden was on, Reyes Babulda, I was on. I think we were doing. It was prior to the big CBA World Championships. It was the leaders that were the top first place winners. Anyway, and you said put it in the box, right? It was like, if you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box. How many times have you heard this now? All around.
So the cool thing about it is this show is pretty popular wherever you go. So I've seen koozies in CBA. I've seen T-shirts up north. Whenever I was in Franklin, Indiana, whenever we got a couple of walks, and that's all I heard was put it in the damn box. I had no idea these people knew about this shit.
If you're gonna put it in the box,
You need to go back.
put it in the box.
You need to go back and record that clip of when he actually said it, because it wasn't just put it in the box. It was in the box. It was very.
Ty just played it. This is the actual audio recording.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
That was it. That was the actual audio right there.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
That and so we heard that one up north, and whenever I was over in we were in I think we were in Kansas. Somebody walked up to me and said, "What exactly does a bass boat look like?" Explain that.
Bass boating is another one. Yes. All right, guys. So y'all remember the Rate My Box segment? Hashtag Rate My Box. We need a sponsor. I'll figure out who's going to be sponsor of this segment.
You need to change that. We need to change that to something else.
No, it's the best. It's the best. All right. So what we do is we put a box up there for 10 seconds, and then you get. And I want no comments. You're in a judging room right now. You get 10 seconds to look at the box. Don't say anything until I tell you to. And then the Gooder Gang will do their thing, and they will rate it. We're going to rate it on CBA scoring, which is 10, 9, 8, and 7. 10 is excellent. 9 is very good. 8 is fair. And 7 is poor. So we've got a few boxes going on. The first one will be a chicken box. Rate My Box starts right now. Pull this down in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on that box right now. We got a 10. Chris Schaefer, you cannot trademark if I'm going to put it in the box. All right, we got 10, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. All right, so we got 10s and 9s. A lot of 10. A lot of 10 in a restaurant. Johnny, what's up, Johnny? All right, we got 9s. All right, Robert, you're first up. What'd you think of that box? What's your score?
10. I want to eat it.
All right, Willie.
Beautiful bird, 10.
All right, and Stacy.
10.
All right, there was that. That was the first Rate My Box of the evening. We've got some pretty boxes, I will say. And that's what she said. But we got some pretty boxes coming up real quick. The next box is up for grabs. Here we go. The next one is a brisket box. Boom. Pulling this down in 4, 3, 2, 1. Brisket box, boys and girls. The Gooder Gang, do your thing. Here we go. Needs more bass boat. 8, 9, 8, 7. Brad Olenek. All right, Brad. That's a 4. Brad, you rated a 4. Why? You got to give us a reason here. 9 from Fred. 8, 7. I will be first on this one. I will give that a solid 9. That looks like something I would like to eat. It's not a poor. It's not a 7 in my opinion. I'll pull it back up there. Robert, go first.
9.
Why?
I'd like to just what Fred's saying. I'd like to see that bark set a little harder. That would be the only thing is, I'd just like to see it set just a little bit harder.
And this is what we do this for, guys. Those slices look like they're tender, right? That doesn't look like it's underdone at all.
No. Like I said, it's
Willy, what you scoring that?
8. I think it needs to be more symmetrical. They need to line them up a little bit more. The bark is not set. It looks like it's real soft. It looks kind of messy. You know what I mean? A little messy.
Stacy?
So, 8.
8. Same reasons, or you got something different?
Yeah, I mean, it also looks like when they were trimming like the top of it over on the left side, they kind of divoted down. I'm not too sure. And then the bark definitely needs to be set, and the slices in the back, they weren't put in there very much.
All right, guys, if you want to claim these, you're welcome to claim them in the comments. I don't know whose boxes these are. I really don't. I know I got them. I pulled them down, but there's so many sent to us that I really have no idea. All right, the next one is a pork box. Here we go. You got 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on that pork box. Chris Webb, I like it. Chris Webb's still watching. Thin and loose on the left side. All right, 10, 9, 9. A lot of 9s on here. A couple 10s, 9. Stacy, you're up first. Let me put that back up on the screen.
I give it a 9. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. It's almost great. I go with a 9.
All right, Willie.
Is that in the front left-hand side, they got a little bit of pulled in there? I can't really, is it just pulled on that one left side and that's it?
There's pulled on the bottom. There's pulled on the bottom.
It goes all the way across?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Or is it sitting in a bed?
Yeah.
It's sitting in a bed.
It's a bed of pulled.
Okay, gotcha. I like the big, thick slices. I mean, I'd give it a 9. I mean, I don't like that front end look of it, but it's, I'll give it a 9. It's not a 10.
Robert?
Oh man, that would have been a tough one for me. It's somewhere between an 8 and a 9, just because I don't like the orange color of it. I think it needs to be a little bit better color. And I've run pulled in the bottom of my boxes for a long time, and I definitely know it doesn't score very well. Just because that stuff gets cold really, really fast, and that cold sticking to those bottom of those money muscles. Man, pull that shit out of the bottom of the box and just put your money muscles in there and let them run.
This is some good advice from a world champion. He's saying no pull on there. It dries out too quick and gets too cold right there. You don't like the color though, Rob?
I don't like the color of it. There's some kind of why is it? It's just, for me it looks orange, and it's probably just the color of the light that's shining down on it. It's some kind of fluorescent lighting or something like that. But like I said,
they might have doctored that picture to bring it up there too.
All right, then we got a rib box up next. Here we go. Five, 4. All righty. Gooder Gang is chiming in right now on that rib box. 8, 9, 9, 8. Stacy, what'd you say about that rib box?
In between an 8 and a 9. I'd probably go with 9, I guess. close.
For the people who are watching, what do you guys think about? I like the fact. Well, I appreciate the fact that it's not like overly sauced. So this looks pretty much cooked on that sauce. Do you guys like that, or do you think it hurts or helps whenever it's really saucy on a rib?
I think it depends on where you're at.
That's not cooked on.
And that's not real saucy, I don't think.
I feel that's cooked on. That's not saucy.
No, you could. Well, just from my observation is if I could take my finger and run my finger down it, it's all coming off.
Looks like the seasoning would come off.
It's seasoning. The whole. It's going to be chunky. It's going to all of it's going to be chunky. Yeah.
All right, we're getting the comments here. 9, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 8.5. You can't do 8.5, Brian. You got looks dry. 9, symmetry off a little bit. We got Chris Myers with an 8. All right.
They tried to hide the stuff in the back, but
and again, guys, we are all barbecue cooks, right? So we're our worst critics. We're most critical here on this deal. All right, we got a brisket box up here. Here we go. Boom.
Did I not get? How come I didn't get to judge those ribs? That's nice. I appreciate that.
Oh, you like the ribs? Is that your box, Willie? Is that your box, Willie?
Shut up, Rob. I wanted bass boat. I'd have given him an 8.
All right, 3, 2, 1 on this brisket. All right, let's see what the gooder game. I already have an opinion on this already. Too much rub, not sauce. All right, 10. What? Stephen Oler? Symmetry sucks. 10. Stephen Pfeiffer, explain yourself on that brisket box, Stephen Pfeiffer. He gives it an 8.
Oh,
10, 9 for Curtis, 10. I looked at that immediately. I'm 10 all day long.
Bobby, what's wrong with your friend?
Hey, I was gonna go 8, 9.
Really? Why? Let's hear it.
To me, it looks like a piece of fish.
All right, I don't. What do you mean a piece of fish? Let's be critical here. Why? What?
Have you ever seen the side? You ever seen a carp?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
I can tell from looking at that as a judge. I feel like that is going to be very tender. I love the gloss, smoke ring. It's a thick slice.
I don't like the color.
Metric, and we're looking at a simple, an appearance score is what we're doing right here. That's a 10 all day for me.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, I'm
8 or 9.
8 or a 9. Yeah.
All right.
I would give them, and what I would basically do is I would probably give them a 9, and just to taste it and see if it's going to go up or down. It'll either be a 10 for taste.
Well, you can't. You got to score it already in CBA. Boom, it's already entered.
I've said I'm going to give them a 9, and if I give them a 9, whenever I taste it, it better be damn good. Otherwise, it's going to get an 8.
It looks exactly like scales on a carp. Somebody said, "All right, there we go."
See.
All right, we got 4 more boxes. Looks good though. I'm down with that.
Are we not going to rate it?
Yeah, Stacy, go ahead.
10.
10. That's a 10. Willie is gone. Where's Willie?
They could have fixed those slices in the back just a little bit, but I like it.
Yeah.
It does look like they used a filter.
Looks like the slices look thicker than a preschool pencil. That's a big thickness. That's a big thickness right there. All right, here we go. Next box. Willie's back, I think. Willie, what would you rate that brisket box you just saw? There.
Nope, Willie's out.
Willie's gone. All right, next one. Here we go. It's a rib box. Three, 2, 1, boom. 10. Robert with a 10. All right, we got 7, 10, 9, 8.
Bobby, they're coming apart a little bit.
Who's David Dunn? Hey, what the hell?
David Dunn, explain yourself, sir. 9, 8, 9. Robert, you immediately said 10. Why? What attracted you to that box right there?
It was for me. It's hitting all the notes. I can see the bend in it. So the bend in it, number one, is going to be tender. I can see that they cooked everything out of the bone. That's why you're getting probably so much pull. And man, everything about it just looks like a rib that I want to sit down. That I'd like to eat. Man, I think a lot of people get hung up on this sauce thing. That doesn't look overly sauce to me. For me, that's just a perfect layer. They may have could have set it a little bit harder, but man, I don't think so. I think that's a rib that's going to eat real good.
I agree on that comment. It does not look overly sauced at all. But it is saucy. It is saucy, but not overly saucy. We've all seen to where it's just like complete covered in sauce.
Yep.
All right. 9 on color, shitty placement. All right. We got 2 more. We got 3 more to do. Here we go. The next one is a pork box, and go.
Put it in the box. Put it in the box.
And stamp it.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on that one. Yes, Chris Schaefer has a great point. This segment proves why judging is all over the place. 10, 9, 10, 8. Madwood, please explain yourself on that 8. That's Robert's rib box. No, it might have been 9, 9, 10, 8, 9, 9. So a lot of 9s on that, where I think it's a beautiful presentation of a pork box. But we see a lot of 9s. Okay. All right. Let's put it back up here. Is Willie back? Willie's back. Willie, you see that?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man, that box is Picasso. 8.
Looks like Josh Hale's box.
Bell, explain yourself, young lady, with an 8 on that box. All right, Stacy, you gave it a 10.
Yeah.
Willie, what do you think here?
I think it's 10. I like
Robert? I can't see him. Let's see. 10. All right, that's 10 all day. That's a 10. That's a 10 all day for me.
Bobby, you're wrong.
What do you guys feel about putting 3 different cuts of meat in a pork box?
Shit out of me.
You got chunks, you got the monies, and you got the the bacon or the pulled or whatever you want to call it.
I think it's a good looking box. It just scares me to do something like that.
It is a good looking box. It's not overly sauced either. It doesn't look like to me.
So
but
but it depends on what they pick up on what they're going to do on taste and texture.
What do you guys think of the some would call it pooling? You got the juices in the bottom of the box.
Man, we've all ran this box. So we've got money muscle down the middle, and then his money muscle that was probably a little over. That's why whenever I see those chunks, I know that money muscle is going to be over. So that's why I'm in between an 8 and a 9. That's why it's going to be, because that's the only reason that you would chop up a money muscle like that is because it's over. So when you bite into that,
I like choices. Tom and Bell says also there's sloppy soupy. What it is.
And they just wanted to put some chunks in.
All right, we got about 15 minutes left in the show. We got to wrap this up, and then we're going to do the power rankings, and then we will get out of here. Probably 10 minutes left in the show. Shout out to Robert Smith, Stacy Brenneman, and Willie Richards for being our guest of the evening. We've got a couple more boxes, and then we'll get out of here. This is a KCBS box, boys and girls. Here we go, but this does apply to what we do down here in Texas. Oh, I heard a ooh. I heard a ooh.
Little pillows of love.
I got 3, 2, 1. Boom.
So if it's KCBS, we're only going up to 9, right?
That's a KCBS. All right, we got 10s. We got 10, 10, 10, 9, 11. Can't do 11 on this one. 9 looks like 26th place. That's Chris Schaefer. 10, 10, 10, fucking 10. All right, a lot of 10s out here. Stephen Oler, the great cook down here, says 9, too light. I see what he means.
Hey, listen to Stacy. It's a KCBS box. It cannot go higher than a 9.
9, maybe a 10, a little light on the color. All right, a lot of 10s.
He's not listening.
Mostly 10s.
9.
Didn't listen.
All right, let's pull that back up here, and then after this, we got one more box, and then we'll end the Rate My box. All right, what do you think about that, Robert Smith?
It's a KCBS box. It can't go higher than a 9. It's a 9.
I know, but we're scoring it on CBA scores.
Yeah, you can't disqualify because it's got shit in the box.
There's grass in the box.
Stacy?
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's a 10 all day for me as well. Willie?
10. It looks beautiful. I think it looks like it's going to be chewy when you bite into it. I like a little bit more flakes on it. Get a little bit more black in there.
All right, last box of the evening is, I already did that one. Last box of the evening is this one. It's a pork box CBA. Boom. All right, 3, 2, 1.
That looked like the back of Brian Key's trailer.
Chris Webb and Chris Schaefer are still watching. I love it. KCBS boys. We're going to have a KCBS centered show in 3 weeks with Chris Schaefer. He will be my guest. And Chris, if you want to announce he'll be my co-host. If you want to announce the guest, put it in the comments down there. We're gonna touch on some KCBS scoring, guys, because we got the Royal coming up. We've got some big events coming up, so we're gonna be talking KCBS cooking. All right, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8. Yeah, I didn't love that appearance, and this is strictly appearance, so I would give that an 8.
7.
7. Ooh, poor. That's the worst you can give him, Willie.
I know it looks very unorganized. I'm sorry. I'm a stickler. It just looks like he choked in the box. I don't mean beating up on whoever's box that is.
We're not. We're being constructive here. We're being constructive. You're being an asshole right now.
Okay, I'll give him a 10 then.
There it was. Robert, what'd you score in that one?
8.
Stacy?
I go with 8. I think that one starts from the beginning. The trimming isn't.
I won't ruin it, but it rhymes with Chad Kleininger. All right, that's gonna be July the 19th.
Hey,
so
Stacy, Robert, I appreciate y'all throwing me on the bus on that one. Appreciate it. I'll be there.
7. Trim a little better. I love the comments, guys. And this again, we're all cookers, so we all are very critical. Yeah,
Anna come in to save you.
I didn't love it immediately off the deal. All right. Great show so far tonight. We're gonna do the power rankings now. No more hiding what's going on right here. I'm gonna do the power rankings. I'm gonna explain what it was. Robert had nothing to do with this. Stacy had nothing to do with this. Willie had nothing to do with this, but I would like their commentary on what we did here. Let me oh, you have power rankings? Do you?
That was his grocery list.
Robert, do you want to put your power rankings up there? I didn't know you created a power ranking list. Are you number 1 on your list?
No, I'm not even in top 10.
Ooh, well, you might. All right, here we go.
I haven't cooked.
So I say you have been cooking. We've been watching what you've been doing. Just because you're not cooking Texas, you're still representing out there, and you've been doing solid.
We've been doing.
All right, here we go. Let's go top 10 in the. This has been the last 5 weeks power rankings, and I am going to give some love to some of our partners cooking a lot of IBCA events because they just wrapped up their IBCA points chase. Shout out to Blake Schendel from Alley Cats for winning.
Charlie.
Then we want to go Ed Foster from 9 Finger Q. He won 2nd place, or he finished in 2nd place overall. All right, here we go. I got to find it. Here it is. There it is. All right.
You got to read it off to us from the bottom, or you just going to put them all up there?
I'm going to read them off to the bottom, and then I will put them all up there.
Okay.
All right. In 10th place is a couple, a duo. They've been doing very well. They've been doing very well. Again, these are the last, 6 weeks. They went after it hard in the IBCA points, and they came out on it late. And I feel like they've well-deserved in a 10th place spot in this week's power rankings. I'm talking about Amy Wilson with Crooked Crown Cookers. They have come along, and then I've been seeing them, and I've been saying their name on the show quite often for RGC
Those
and
ladies
GC.
are outstanding.
Yeah.
And what is? I'm sorry. Is it? What's the other lady's name? Come on, somebody put it up there.
What is that music?
This is the power ranking music right here.
What's wrong?
Boom. Yes, Crooked Crown Cookers in 10th place in the So Smoking Gooders. Tracy, thank you. I knew that. I knew that.
What are we talking about? Amy and Tracy?
Amy and Tracy, yes.
Yes.
Don't act like I wasn't just asking for Robert. Now he's like, yeah, of course, it was Tracy. Yeah. All right, in ninth place. Ninth place, I've been saying this guy's name for a while now. And it's about damn time he makes it to the So Smoking Gooder Show top 10. I'm talking about Ed Foster from 9 Finger Q. He just recently finished second overall in the IBCA points chase for the last year, and they're going to embark on a new season. What are you doing over there, Robert? All right, in 8th place, Blake Schindel from Alley Cats. Number one in the IBCA points chase. All right, so when you make this list, it is hard to get booted off the list. You have to not do so well, or be in a little slump. But it happens. You're right there. If you're off the list, that just means you're right there, and you're going to be on the list next time with some good placings. In 7th place, we got Mr. Let me put it up there because I do have a video for this person. Last time on the list, and I think he will agree with me whenever he's doing well, just not doing like he was prior to when he was second place last time on the show.
Well, hello there. How you doing? I'm Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust, and today you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
There's Aaron Leslie checking in at number 7. What do you guys think of the list so far, guys? What are y'all thinking of the list so far?
Looking good.
Nobody's
Looking
commenting.
Good. We'll see what social media does to you at the end of it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
take me off. Take me off. All right. Congrats, Amy. That was awesome. Amy and Tracy, amazing job. Y'all have been killing it. All right. In 6th place right now for the last 5 or 6 weeks at the end of June in the So Smoking Gooder Show power rankings, we have another video. Somebody that's done an intro, and we're talking about this guy right here. Recent RGC just last weekend. Here we go.
This Kid Folk with Canned Heat Barbecue. We're going to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Let's all drop in.
What do you guys think of Kit Polk in the 6th spot? It's a Texas legend. Robert, would you call him a legend?
Oh, he's definitely. I mean, if I could have wrote 6, that'd have been Kit Polk right there.
Oh, Kit would have been on. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, do you have a list? Is that what are you comparing your list to my list? All right. I want to hear your list. But what do you think about this one so far, Robert?
What's that?
Nope. I said, what did you think about this one so far?
It's good. Yeah, I like it. I like to see that. We have somebody said somebody the other day shit between cooks, but man, I'm gonna tell you one damn thing. We all cook barbecue. Piss on that shit.
All right, and a lot of the criteria. So people that don't understand the criteria about a power ranking, it's not how you've been doing, or your potential. It is something about how you've been doing lately, right? It's like a Barbie. Hey, that was your first, Willy. Willy's home. All right, Willy's home. That was your first, Willy. I don't think it propels you into the top 10 of the So Smoking Gooder Show power ranking. Well, you know, all right. So a lot of guys have been doing well across Texas. Robert has been one that has been doing it across for not just a month, you know, and this is somebody that cooks every single weekend. And I kind of let the cat out of the bag, but let's get his video up right now. And I'm talking about Mr. Put It in the Box, Robert Smith.
It's the what? So Smoking Gooder Show. It is the So Smoking Gooder Show. All right. Are you ready? Yep. You can handle this? There we go. 3.
I'm First Class Barbecue Robert Smith, and you're watching the So Smoker Gooder Show.
You said it wrong, dummy. Do it again.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
One more time.
So Smoking Gooder Show.
There it is, Robert. You've been a mainstay doing this for a number of weeks. You're cooking each and every week. You're spreading the love of Texas barbecue. Like I said, it's hard to get on this list, but it's almost harder to get off this list. And even though you're still, you know, you haven't been cooking down here, you're still cooking out there and you're still winning. So Robert Smith solidifies his spot in the top 5. And I know this weekend you'll be cooking. I can't give any credit to a non-sanctioned barbecue cook-off, but you better get back and do some of these sanctioned cook-offs. I'm just saying. All right, number 4. Everybody's number 1, or my number 1 last time, drops to number 4 this time on the So Smoking Gooder Show power rankings. And I am talking about the pit father, Mr. Eddie Morales. Where is his video? Ty, help me out if you see it. Play it. There it is. I see it. I got it.
I'm Eddie Morales, Pit Father Barbecue. You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
All right, number 1 last time. He's still killing it. He just had a 4th place at the KNR Shootout. I'm not sure what he did last weekend, but Eddie has just been killing it as well. And so he drops to number 4, moving up 2 spots after a big RGC last weekend at the Battle of the Bay. Somebody beat him in this crowd right here. Who beat the RGC last weekend? I'm talking about this guy right here.
This is Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Boom.
Boom. That is Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue, slotting in at number 3. There he is, Big Bill, already qualified for the Jack. Bill's been on this list for the last 3 times we've done this list, which is every 5 weeks. All right, in second place, anybody want to put their comments? Who's number 2? Who's number 1?
Phil.
Ooh, you got Phil at number 2, Willy.
Sorry. We were talking about a bat earlier. Man, that's one guy. I don't think you need to beat him with a bat.
There he is. Here he is with an old school promo.
Hey everybody, Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Is Mr. Phil Breeden with LC Barbecue, slotting in at number 2 on the June So Smoking Gooder Show power rankings. That means we have a new number 1, people. And this guy is well deserving of it. It came, I feel like he's come out of nowhere, shooting out of a cannon. He's got 7 GCs already for this season. There were only 2 teams that had 7 all year last year in the CBA. This guy's got 7 already with 4 months or so to go. And I am talking about,
Who dat?
I'm talking about, I don't have a video for him, but I need one. It's about time I need a video for #Justice for Kevin. This was the one that I got the most grief over last time when I put him number 4 in the So Smoking Gooder Show power rankings. But we are talking about Kevin Hernandez from My Pits Are Burning. Y'all give it up. Robert, what you've been watching kind of from afar, but what do you think about what Kevin's doing right now?
No, he's so before I left, I went down there and I wound up 3rd. That was the first time since cooking at the CBA deal that I've cooked against him. And he walked out of there. I mean, just kind of showboating. He was getting it on. And then whenever I seen him over at Willy's cook, whenever I was out of town, I was like, man, the dude's strong. I'm not sure if he's taking anybody's classes, but I'd like to damn sure know.
he was on the show last week. He mentioned Phil Breeden. He took his class, and so but yeah,
there you go.
Classes help you so much, but it takes a little more, a lot of talent to continue on with what you learn and apply it and do your own kind of spin on it. And shout out to Kevin Hernandez with My Pits Are Burning. He takes the top spot for June in the So Smoking Gooder Show power rankings. I did mention that I'm not going to pretend to know what's going on in the KCBS world. Next week, we'll have the top 10 in the KCBS power rankings according to the So Smoking Gooder Show. But I do have a somebody that's going to help me with that. Somebody that you guys know very well, who's well involved with KCBS. So next week we'll have the KCBS power rankings, but this week we got the Texas power rankings. All right, so that's what's going on here. Shout out to Mr. Robert Smith from First Class Barbecue for coming in. Stacy Brenneman for hanging out for the last 2 hours. I appreciate that. I wonder who that is.
Yeah,
all right, it's Chris Schaefer. Chris Schaefer is helping me do the KCBS power rankings. And of course, Willie Richards coming off his first grand champion. Willie, it was awesome to be there. I'm glad I got to film that for you. And I will send you the video that I just posted. Let's watch that one more time before we get out of here. Let's do it right here. And here it is right here.
411. Who else is in the running?
And your grand champion is KNR
Yeah, baby!
So good, Willie.
My eyes
That was
picked you a little big
awesome.
when I stood up. I didn't notice that.
There's Curtis. Money. Yes. Kevin has got a good walk-up song. Kevin is a bad dude. Bobby Delgado putting out his barbecue homie out there. It's Kevin. The food was great. Matt Carr. What's up, Matt? How are you, buddy? Boom. Carmen. Thank you. Congrats to Willie Richards. Yes, Phil Breeden. Still watch. Phil is way past your bedtime, my man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's too good. Aaron Leslie and Kevin. Awesome, Willie. Hey, shout out to my guests this weekend. I already just mentioned it. Robert Smith, Stacy Brenneman with Bighorn Cookers, and Willie with Richard with KNR Pipeline. Next week, it's going to be our 6th year anniversary. I can't believe that. Already 6 years in, we started this in 2017 with Case Hahn and I. Let me put that little banner up here.
Don't you do it. Oh.
What am I doing?
You're going to put it in the box.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me put it up here. Right. Present slides. All right, here it is. 6-year anniversary show next week with myself and Case Hahn. We're bringing Case Hahn back. He left us in February, but he'll be back for the anniversary show. That's going to be next week on 7/5, July the 5th, 2 days before our 6-year anniversary. Case is still watching? Really? Or no? I think he just put that up there. But yeah, Case Hahn and I will be back up here next week, and we'll have some special guests lined up just to chime in. Maybe we'll get Phil. Phil was one of our first guests. Wade Whitlow was our very first guest. We get maybe the Worm. I don't know, but next week we'll be celebrating our 6th year anniversary, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for still hanging out 2 hours and 10 minutes in. Appreciate you guys.
Yep.
All right, let me pull this down. There we go. All right, guys, what did you think of the show?
Outstanding. We had fun.
What do you think of the Mount Rushmore and the barbecue homie segment? I like that.
That was pretty cool. That was we're gonna have to rename the other one though.
The barbecue
rate
homie?
my box.
Yeah,
No, we're not renaming that. Shout out to
Put it in the box.
I'm just saying. So we went from raping boxes to put it in the box, and I'm just saying we're dancing around a lawsuit.
All right, let me bring my producer Ty in before we get out of here. Producer Ty, you've been watching the whole show. What do you think, brother?
Man, I'm telling you, this is great. I love the different personalities, and every week I learn something new. And I'm telling you, you guys got personality. You got to sign a deal with the big conglomerate of UFC, WWE, CBA, KCBS. We'll have a damn invasion up in here. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Ty bringing the heat. Ty bringing the heat. All right. Jackie Milligan, what's up, sweetheart? She just got home. Well, cool. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday, 8 o'clock for our 6th year anniversary show. All right, Ty, pull us out of here. I'm gonna end this.